National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Los Angeles Rams. First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Well, this defense for the Rams, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Here's 2nd and 9. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now it's Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down.
And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Yeah, 1st down run with Henry that time as he maneuvers forward for about 4 yards. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Tannehill looking deep for Julio. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Tannehill.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Deep for the Rams, Tavon Austin. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Play action. Stafford.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a play fake it at Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Stafford.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Again, it's Stafford. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Four yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He was brought down by Bud Dupree. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd, here's an option play right. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Now it's Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there.
And that sack there, that likely brings out the field goal unit, so they might have to settle for 3 here on their opening drive.
They did some nice things getting things started there, moving the ball downfield, but taking that sack on 3rd down, that lets the air out of the momentum balloon just a little bit.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Derrick Henry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
2nd quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
He'll buy some time right. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
third down. Tannehill looking downfield for Jones. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring... up fourth down. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Pickup of 3.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. This is caught. It's Woods. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got it at the 10. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 39. So So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Tannehill.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And Bullock will put this one through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Tavon Austin now from the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Off the option, here's Akers.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
all runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford rolling to his right. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run this with Akers. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. Stafford. That's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the 2nd half gets started. Tavon Austin now from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That'll be caught. It's caught. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
6 yards left on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run for it with Akers. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Stafford. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Danico Autry able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. Hey, middle.
From the 50, Stafford. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw, Stafford. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Stafford. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Off the option, here's Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. But they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Play action. It's Tannehill. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now a handoff to
to Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And this is taken in at the 5. And it's a Titans touchdown.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10.
Makes the score Rams 13, Titans 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Tavon Austin now from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
Shrugs him off. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now a run with Akers.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Off the option, here's Akers.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
From the 50 at Stafford. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It was Sebastian Joseph who got him down defensively.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Henry. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style, too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, or that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
This looks like a free play for Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
103 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
40-yard line.
On first down, it's Stafford. And that's incomplete.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
On the give, this is Akers.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Going right back to Akers.
And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 49-yard line.
Here's Stafford. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown.
Cooper Kupp
with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Rams are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
The point after is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd and 9, Tannehill looking deep for Julio. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. He completes it to Henry. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. Looking downfield for Jones. And got his man complete. And great yardage here all the way deep into loss Los Angeles territory. Well, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Tannehill. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Flushed out right. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Airing it out deep for Woods. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Throwing here, Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Cup once again. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A very solid gain of 27. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Cameron bats it now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big
After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill, he's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One last throw here for Tannehill. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. One final shot. They'll look to throw. That's caught. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16.
18.